Hi guys, so I'm back. I filmed this video and then I accidentally deleted it. I don't even know how I did that, but anyway, that's fine. So we're back. What I'm doing today is I'm going to go over the look that I posted on my Instagram, the purple and the silver halo look that I got the inspiration from someone on YouTube. The three people that I follow the most are Jeffree Star, Manny MUA, and Nikkie Tutorials. So it could have been any of those three or all three, but what we're going to use today is the Nikkie4TooFaced makeup palette. So we'll just say that I got this idea from her, just to make things a little bit easier. I'm going to be using two brushes. One is my Max Coverage Concealer brush by Bare Minerals, which I'm actually going to be using as just my standard flat brush for now because it works easier. And again, I use all of these things first thing in the morning on the way to work, so I do my best to use the least amount of stuff to make the best look. I've already done, I have my face on, ooh, it's like air traffic control. I have my face on from this morning, so it is a little hit, okay? It's been on there for going on like 16 hours now. The lips I just put on, that was Lip Ammunition, Celebrity Skin. That is upside down. Celebrity Skin, to save a little bit of time. So let's jump right in because I notice my videos can be kind of long and not everyone wants to sit there and listen to a person talk for that long. And so anyways, here we go. I'm going to have the Tarte palette in my hand simply so I can have a mirror here so that I can see what you see, since without my glasses I am like this close to being like, what is that called? Not medically blind, that would be blind, but I can't, I know my phone is here, I put it there. Let's just put it that way. So it's easier for me to use that. I will not be using any of those colors today though. The main colors that I will be using today would be, make sure I have them right. Ivy for my whole lid. I'm going to be using Wham Bam, which is this purple color here. And I'm going to be using Wanted. And then I'm also going to be using Frosted Yum and Sugar Coated for highlighting. So we're going to be a little bit all over this palette just for the eyes. So without further ado, we will get started. Let me set my stuff up so I don't throw it on the floor like I just almost did with that brush. Oh my gosh, my struggle today. So this brush that I'm using, again, this is just an airbrush Precision Shadow number 112. They're the Ulta store brand, but they're beautiful, they're comfortable, they're soft, and we're going to use this for the entire eye look except for the flat brush, which I will use to finish up. So here we go. We're going to dip into Wham Bam, which again is a beautiful purple color. And what we're going to do is we're going to basically halo. So we're going to start in the outer corner and we're going to end in the inner corner. But we're going to leave the lower lid bare. So here we are. We're going to start here, making small circles and then bringing it over. Just like that. Do that on the other side real quick. Small circles. And then up and around. So as you can see, it started. I could have used transition colors, but for a look this dark, I really don't think it's that necessary. So I'm going to go over it again with the purple, just to make sure, which is the Wham Bam, just to make sure that I get the amount of pigment that I want here. one thing, and you can watch it in one of my earlier videos, which is kind of like a get ready with me. I do put foundation all over my face, so that includes my eyes, and I feel that that works pretty good as a primer. I also use when I put my primer on, I put that all over my face too. And I really don't know if that's supposed to be all over with the eyes and everything as well, but it hasn't hurt my feelings yet, so I'm just going to keep doing that. So now, to add a little bit of depth, this is where I'm going to go into the Wanted shade. You barely have to touch these shades, and you specifically barely have to touch Wanted. It is incredibly pigmented. So I'm just going to take a little bit. I don't know if you can see that there. There's just a little bit. I think I dabbed like 2 or 3 times, barely touching. So it's incredibly, incredibly pigmented. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw that gently over the purple. See that? Just gently drawing it over the purple. It will add a little bit of depth. Because my light is over here, you're seeing shadow here, so it does look almost like I already did this side here. I have not. So again, we're gonna go in with Wanted, the matte black, and just gently go over the purple that we've already done. Okay, so that adds a little definition. I'm going to rub the brush on my hand to make sure I get all of the Wanted off. And I'm going to go back into that purple shade, Wham Bam. And I'm going to make sure that it's completely blended the way I want it to be. Because we don't want to see any lines of the black, because that would defeat the purpose. The whole point is to make it a little, adding a little depth, not having an entirely new crease line. So again, we're going to go over that, and then we're going to blend up and out. We'll blend up and out. And what's great is these Too Faced colors, and most shadows, if you have the right brushes, you can get a really good blending. And I'm just making sure that that's on the upper lid, about the bottom half of the upper lid, because we're gonna add other stuff there. So move in a little bit, and you'll be able to see that I've left this whole area open here. And that's where I'm going to put this brush down without throwing it on the floor. As I just did this, I want to make sure I have everything off. I thought I wiped it off, but I just want to triple check here because we don't need to mess up again. I'm tired. Flat brush, concealing brush. Let's not lie to the world, or most of you probably already know this. This is a concealing brush. I'm going to use it as a flat brush, and I'm going to dip this into Ivy. And really, I'm not dipping so much as I'm kind of rubbing gently back and forth into that, so that I'm just getting it on the one side, like this. And I'm going to add that to where there's fresh space on the bottom lid. I'm going to dab that in there. And it's okay, obviously, if you get it in the purple, because we're going to go ahead and blend that out as well. But you want to make sure for sure that you're putting the Ivy or a shade like it. And again, you know, I think I just ate ivy. Why this sing-song helps me, I don't know. You want to make sure that you are using... I lost my train of thought. When that eyeshadow literally just about fell in my mouth, I lost my train of thought. We're not going to lie. We're going to go back. There was something about the ivy, and if you have other colors or other palettes and you want to try this look or a look like it, obviously you don't have to stick with these. This is just what I'm using. My point being, make sure that you're putting your lightest shade here, because what we're going to do next, we need a good base for. So just to make sure that there's no severe lines, I'm going to go back over the halo with my, the hell did I call this thing? My Airbrush Precision Shadow Brush. Now that we have ivy in there, so we're soups light there, we're going to take this same brush, flat brush, and we're going to go into the silver, which is, look at me, I'm going all the Frosted Yum. If contacts worked in my eyeballs anymore, my life would be complete, but they don't. So we'll be visually challenged. So again, we're going to just kind of rub into the color with the flat brush so that we get it all on the one side, and we're going to dab that on top of ivy. Why do people make these faces when they do their makeup? Does it help? I don't know. Maybe it helps. So again, we're just going to rub in Frosted Yum and dab it across ivy. And just for good measure, because I'm not feeling like I'm seeing enough of the sparkle, I'm going to go in with the precision brush, and I'm going to make sure that it's getting in there like I want it to. There we go. Beauteous. Now, the one thing you'll probably catch me doing is what I just did there as I'm blowing on my brushes. Please don't make that a habit if you're going to be doing makeup for other people. These people don't want your germs on their brushes or your brushes and then onto their face. So what you just saw me doing, I didn't talk to that again, we're just going over the lines again to make sure that everything is blended in nicely. And it looks slightly like a hot mess for now. So now we're going to take a little bit of ivy on that precision brush, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in the top, the tippy toppiest part of my eyelid, just to kind of make sure I'm blending all of that out nicely, because I don't want it to be way too harsh. And I usually will also have my concealer ready to go at this point, but I have all that done. So again, I'm feeling like I don't have enough silver going on here, so I'm going to actually fix the sleeve, and I'm going to use my finger in the Frosted Yum and take some here, and I'm going to dab it in there. Just like that. And we're going to do that again on this eye. Take some of the Frosted Yum and just put it over. You might hear my brother. He just got home. Way to bomb the video. So it's all over my hand. That's fine, whatever. So again, we're just gonna blend in. Make sure there are no harsh lines there. And to finish off this look, I have brushes everywhere. I'm like Edward brush hands. Because again, I don't have my concealer. I'm gonna use my finger here, or I have my blending brush from this morning. And so again, I seem to do these videos at nighttime, so my blender always looks hit. But I can go back in with this a little bit. But what I usually do is I do my concealer after my shadow for fallout, especially when you have a more glitterier, oh my god, English, a more glittery shadow, you'll tend to have fallout from that, obviously. I'm sure we've all been there. So to finish off this eye look, we're going to take our flat brush one more time and we're going to go into Sugar Coated, which is like my go-to extra highlight. And I'm going to put this in the brow bone. Right there. Okay. And then again, because I don't have my concealer with me, and then this is also just something that you can do. I'm going to take my finger again, my pinky though, and dip it into Ivy, and I'm going to put it right there. And by right there, I'm talking about the inner corner of my eye. Because, holy, that's way too much. It's too much. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this, the corner of this brush, in the Sugar Coated, and I'm going to put it in the corner of my eye to add a little depth or a little shine, whatever you want to call it. So now I had mascara on. I didn't take that off because it's waterproof, and I'm not going to go through all that tonight twice. So I kind of went over my mascara. So this is the look, and I'm going to lean in. And again, it's a little messy because I don't have my concealer, but I like it. I kind of like it this smoky. It's a very pretty look, and I think you can add more, add less, add more, add less, add more, or don't put so much on. You can change your lip color. I used a nude for this, but I think any color can go with this look. I love it. I had a lot of fun coming up with it the other day in the spur of the moment. And again, I got the inspiration off of YouTube, probably from a multitude of people. So, you know, it's fun. I took it and I ran with it, and here it is. So for those of you who liked it on my Instagram, that's how I did this. So please, goodness, great. Michigan is not nice to sinuses, I can tell you that. Anywho, if you liked what you see, you can like, you can comment, you can subscribe, share the video on Facebook, Twitter, wherever you want to share it, and leave me love. Leave me some love. Again, thanks so much for watching. Thank you for all of the views, all of the likes, and I did get my Naked Vault packet of palettes. It's got the Naked 1, 2, and 3 by Urban Decay, so I'll be super excited to start working on that soon. And even though I wanted this video to be a little bit shorter, I tend to run long. I'm so sorry for that, but I hope you were able to get this look out of it, and I hope to see you back next time. As soon as I get some editing tools, we'll be able to cut this time down, I think. Maybe you like them this long. I don't know. I won't know unless you let me know in the comments, right down there, in the comment bar, down there. The thumbs up are also there too. Just, incredibly subtle hints. Anyway, have a great night, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.